Over 250,000 Chinese are confirmed to be living with HIV. That number is contained in the report released by the Ministry of Health and UNAIDS. On the positive side of the issue, as our reporter Wang Mamang tells us, the Ministry of Health says HIV/AIDS is spreading at a lower rate in general, but the contagious virus is becoming pervasive in high-risk groups and regions.
Nearly 45,000 people were found living with HIV/AIDS in China in the first 9 months of this year. This brings the total number of people known to have HIV to about 264,000. While the disease is spreading at a slower rate among China's general population, the country's 200 million migrant workers are becoming increasingly vulnerable.
The mobile migrant workers are away from home. They are sexually active but don't have enough knowledge to take preventative measures. We sent them as our target group to prevent the virus from shifting from so-called high-risk groups to the general public, and these efforts should be nationwide.
A campaign was jointly launched last week by the International Labour Organization and the Ministry of Health. The key objective is to reduce the stigma and discrimination of those living with HIV. The campaign features a silent movie describing the friendship between a construction worker and his hometown friend infected with HIV. The role is played by Zhang Xiaohu, who is HIV positive himself. Zhang says people like him have been silent for so long, and he wants to stand up against prejudice. Research by the International Labour Organization shows that rural migrant workers hold significant misperceptions about HIV transmission and prevention. Many of them engage in high-risk behaviors, such as commercial sex without condoms. Negative attitudes towards people living with HIV are also common. One survey shows that almost 8 out of 10 respondents would not want to work with a person who is HIV positive.
The final goal is to keep China as a low prevalence country and to ensure that fewer and fewer workers are engaging in risky behaviors and therefore not catching HIV. But if they do get HIV, that then they feel better protected, that they know they can go to work, that employers know they should keep hiring them, that the social protection system will help them.
The campaign aims to encourage safer sex among mobile migrant workers, particularly those working in construction, natural resources and transportation sectors. Organizers say the nationwide effort will need support from enterprises, employers and local governments. The combat against HIV/AIDS is about changing people's behaviors and attitudes, while misperceptions about the disease's transmission and prevention can be changed by enough knowledge. It will take much longer time for the whole society to understand the people living with the virus and accept them as who they are. Wang Mamang, CCTV.